Very good evening, friends. I'm Nannakshi Swami, welcoming to my channel Smart Index Edge. I've enabled my Nalini EMA indicator to show you how the Nifty is proceeding on week by week. See, from the 16th of February, market underwent through consolidation. This is weekly. This is, you can see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and again Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And actually, after the last Friday, that is on 27th February, market broke the low. This line will tell you these are the weekly low. The entire, and you can consider as monthly low also, previous monthly low. Market has broken down and you can see the range. This was the compression. The range was, let us measure the range. Let us measure this range, 662 points. Now the market has broken down. How much it has given? It is more than, let me drag it. It is 1700 points, almost 1800 points. That is 3 times the range the market has fallen down. 1800 points, market has fallen down. If you go back to the previous week, the Monday, it was a flat gap down and flat. Wednesday, drop down. And then Thursday, it was a pullback almost to the intraday high of the Monday. You can see over here. And then market traded lower on Friday, and this Monday it is a gap down, and it has pulled back again. This is the weekly low, the current weekly low. It has fallen below the previous, you can consider as previous weekly low, because it is Friday. So market could not go or enter into the weekly area, previous weekly area, and the price is continuing down. Now what the market is doing is overnight gap down. If you notice, on the Friday, it will close near the low, and next day gap down, and it has within 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, it has come up to this level and it has not filled the gap. Now, yesterday was 11th, that is Wednesday. Wednesday low, you can see Wednesday low, almost, it is like a pump and dump. This was a pump and it is dump. Today what happened is market gap down and traded within the range. I am on the hourly chart. It tried to fill I am placing cursor on that low of this last hourly candle. Previous day hourly candle is 23,834 and market made an high of almost near to the 23,833.15. And then it started trading down and it appears like a range. Now we need to see what the market will do. This is actually whatever the market does, it gaps down and retraces back, and it is giving an opportunity for intraday trader. Even though the trend is negative, it is giving an opportunity for the intraday trader nearly 300 points range you can get in the market. But if you know how to enter into the market, either the call option or the put option, you will be successful. For that, this is the picture of the, in Nifty, what is going on. Today is Thursday, tomorrow is Friday. We need to see whether the Friday, already the trend has come down. The Friday's move, previous Friday, it has moved like that. And here it has moved down Wednesday, and this is Thursday. Probably Friday we may see, within this range, we may see some sort of pullback like this. Reversal in the market. If it crosses the high of the 23,834, we can anticipate for the level of 24,030. What happens in the market is it neither gives you for retailers opportunity, it gaps up and confuses the traders. That's what happened in the market. Let me hide this indicator and I will put my rolling pivot reversal in magic. Actually, it gives you not only rolling pivot as well as option AP, and also if I'm at present I have not enabled the POC. I will show you how to trade this. How to trade this, for example, first let us go to the 15 minutes candle. What you need to do is you need to wait for the market to settle down. It took nearly 30, 60, and then so 1 hour, around 10:15, the market showed from the bottom, it showed the expansion towards the till 130. Though it came down intermittent downside in the market, it showed a final target it achieved as 20. This is the place. It needs patience, friends. Actually, you need to wait for the proper levels to enter put option. You should not enter into small red candles, in intermittent red candles. So if you would have entered here, you could have captured a solid move in the put option. As well as if you would have entered here around 10:25, the call option, for example, if you would have gone for 23,600 or 23,700 call option, let me go to the 23,700 call option. It made a initial low of 227. Let me place the cursor. This is the low, 227. So for that, what you need to do is first 15-minute candle and the last 15-minute candle on an hourly basis. If I'm in this case, the high and low of the 15-minute candle is the reference. First 15-minute candle, because the other 3 15-minute candles in an hourly thing, they traded within the range. And after 1 hour, here, this is the fifth 15-minute candle. That is the beginning of the second hour. Second hour, you could have taken a position. For that, any signal did you get? Yes, you would have got the signal over here. Let me show it to you on the lower time frame, 5 minutes time frame. You can see over here, the market came down and started moving. This is the positive candle closing above the pivot. And apart from that, this is an interesting thing. This is a trend. Trend has been flipped, and here the market, the pivot turned red to yellow, and the Gan Hilo turned magenta to blue color. At that time, what you need to do, you have seen the candle, you have to mark the, I've already mentioned in my previous video, this is the range low where the dent of the Gan Hilo has come, and this is the origin of the flip. These are the two reference points. Suppose by seeing this candle, you have entered over here. Say, for example, you have entered around 262. Your stop loss will be 245. Yes, friends, because the range is very much, you can see the single candle, single 5-minute candle ranging from 248 to 283 means 40 points range, which will correspond to almost 80 points on the underlying. So your stop loss will be very wide. You need to be, because even though if you keep the stop loss very wide, but you have got the confirmation. See, here the market moved, came down, pushed here. This was not the buy. Because rolling pivot and the Gan Hilo all are, even though they are green candles, sell signals are plotted in the market. Here you can see a buy signal as plotted. Actually, I have coded so beautifully that buy signal as it is the confirmation. You can trade with the confidence. So your reference point till. So these are the two lines you have to put the reference point. Till that, you are not going to panic for the intraday. For example, after moving from here, after your entry, it fetched you 321. See, I am placing the cursor 323. That is a beautiful trade. Actually, even on the intraday time frame basis, it came down. It could not sustain. You can see it could not sustain, came down to this level. Though it pierced through this, the candle closed inside. So around 1 p.m., you got again entry in the market, 23,700 call option, around, see, 239, and you are getting a reversal signal over here. And again, the market gave you one more opportunity. It went up to 343. And finally, it started falling below all these things. All our reference points, it has started falling below. Then here itself, you could have taken put option. Put option when it started resisting around, when the call option is resisting around 346, then you could have gone for 23,800 put option. You can see so beautifully it gave the signal. It gave the signal, and it was the previous day swing level, 240, 230 swing level. The market came down to 215. If you would have entered properly, and marked these levels, support and resistance levels, you could have made from 230 to 344. That's how you could have traded well. And this is what happening in the market. Market is slowly grinding. And if I see the pattern, let me go to the underlying, let me go there. Let me open the Nifty chart, underlying, and let me put the hourly chart. Hourly chart. This is the pattern which is going on. See, dump has been happened here. Dump was on Friday here, previous week. Already the market has dumped too much on, let me remove the drawings, too much from Tuesday to Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday it has fallen down and it has swept the low of the Monday's low. Monday's low. Suppose if it starts entering into this, the market, then we can see on Friday some sort of reversal in the market. Some sort of reversal in the market. Since I am on the hourly chart, these are the top resistance level, and one more resistance level is this one is your resistance level. Any market can pull back to this level 24,126 to 23,992. Suppose if it gaps up for some news, all fake news, market has not completed its correction, it is yet to go down, probably we are going to see the market may see 23,200 to 22,900. I am anticipating that is the low level we can anticipate. Already in the morning video, I had mentioned how the previous year, from the September 2024, the market fell 4,500 points till the next year, March 2025, it fell 4,500 points. Probably same measured move we can anticipate in the market. We are almost near that, near the low, almost around 1,000 to 1,023,900 to around 600 points away from our final target. We need to see, you can anticipate the down move. It may consolidate. After this fall, the market can go sideways, friends. You need to be very careful. It is a very tricky trade for the retailers, but if you trade properly with my rolling pivot reversal magic, as well as the market memory POC. Anyway, I'm going to hide this one and I'm going to enable the market memory POC. You can see this is the weekly point of control and the daily point of control. The market is sliding beneath this. Suppose in this case, suppose tomorrow on Friday, some sort of reversal, if we anticipate, if it starts climbing above the value area high of the weekly, it can even go up to 24,700 to 24,049. Don't expect it as a reversal. What the market is doing is pump and dump. That is the pattern the market is doing. So market is in downtrend. You can see the trend like this. This is natural. The market can pull back like this. So if I measure this move, if I measure this move, let me measure how much points the measured move is there. I am getting around 567 points. So we may anticipate for 567 to 70 points. Okay, we can anticipate for 24,096 a pullback. This is primary trend is down. These are all secondary trends, minor trends. These are the minor trends and just a pullback rally. Pullback rally gives an opportunity for an intraday trader to go long in the call option if it doesn't gap up. If it gaps up, you need to wait for the discount. A gap usually when the market gaps up, it takes time, minimum 1 to 1.5 hours. The gap up, it will go sideways and then final target will be achieved. So if you trade patiently and if you see with the market memory POC as well as the rolling pivot reversal magic, you will get the entry, proper entry, and you can trade better. This is how market can do. And the market, then the final close, they may keep it at the top, and the next day and the Monday, they may the big players may present it as a gap down. We need to see how they are going to play, because I am a retail trader. I cannot predict their moves, their intention. They change but by seeing the structure, I can say, I can anticipate this is the structure I can anticipate for the move. Sometimes they don't do this. Sometimes they may pull back, where pullback will be very minimal and they may continue downward move on Friday itself. So we need to be vigilant about the structure formation. It is very easy to track the structure with the help of rolling pivot reversal magic and also market memory POC. Thank you very much, friends. This is the pattern which is going on in the market. Nifty has not completed its correction. It is yet to correct. It has to reach the final destination. At that time, you may get positive news also in the market. So these are the triggers. And the war is a trigger. Already market had made up his mind to fall, and it is a slow and steady grind down what is happening in the market. So thank you very much, friends. Trade cautiously. Understand the structure. Understanding the structure becomes easy with the indicators. You follow this. Thank you very much, friends. Nanakshi Swami signing off.